Good evening from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Sandy McClure here, coming to you as a grandmother of a brand new grandbaby born on Friday. It's just wonderful, wonderful. I couldn't be happier, and it's something that we prayed so hard for. And so if I look a little bit sleep deprived, it's because I am. But you know what? I'm activated, and that'll do a number for you. So anyway, if this is your first call being on, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining. We've been doing these pretty much every Monday night since August, except for the last 2 Mondays because I was in Mexico and then again traveling. And so with that, I just want to welcome you, and I couldn't be more excited about what's going on with LifeVantage right now. It was such a fun day again today. Mondays, I love them so much because it's check-in day for our coaching group, for our GLP-1 coaching group, and a lot of you are part of that. And I don't know if you're as excited as I am. I'm seeing some of you on here and I'm seeing your results, and I am over the moon for you. Just so excited. And so if you aren't in that group, if you are on the GLP-1 and you are not in that coaching group and you want to be part of that, please let me know so that we can get you added to that. Your customers who are on GLP-1 are welcome to be in there. I give away prizes, a lot of prizes. I've given away a couple $1,000s worth of stuff already. And we are only a third of the way done in that 60-day challenge. Okay, well, we're almost halfway done in the challenge. But again, what we are looking for is that 12-week of, telling people, give it 12 weeks before you try to say it's not working, because as we know, and as we learned from the webinar that I did with Dr. Dondi Nettles again last week, what a fabulous piece of material you have to share with all of the people that you know. So anything that I do, you guys are welcome to share. Those groups are very important. So we have several groups, and I know that it can be a little bit overwhelming, but in the group chat, if you're not in the team group chat, you also need to just text me and say, hey, I'm not in there. Can you add me? Everybody was invited. I think some people opted out, but anyway, if you are in Team Big, you get to be part of that. And I put in stuff for social media and all the things. So again, it's up to you to plug in. I don't know if you need help, if you don't let me know that you need help, but we have a lot of information out there. I've put a lot of stuff in the group, and there's a lot of things if you plug in and you kind of follow along. And again, I know it's a little bit overwhelming, but I'll try to keep you up to snuff as much as possible. Team Big is the team that, or the page, Facebook group, where we have all consultants. You have to be a consultant to be in there, and that's just information for consultants only. Biohackers Life at the Party is our main group, and it's a very good group for all things LifeVantage. And that's a product group, you guys. We don't talk about the business in there. I don't want people to feel like they're being pitched in there. So we're very careful about that. Your people should be added to that group. And when you add them, introduce them, get a feel for what that group is about. And then the welcome post will show them the ABC Primetime video and walk them through many things. And they're dripped on daily. We've got a lot of people who post in there to make sure that we're getting lots of different posts in there about all of our products, not just GLP-1. And then I connected with Kimberly Kobinski and Dr. Nancy Bryan to make the our GLP-1 activated weight loss group. And that is all GLP-1 only. That's all that we talk about in there. And, sharing results and things like that. That's what that group is for. And then A Life Well Lived is the coaching group that I've had for years. I've had that group for probably 4 years. And I always coach challenges in there. And now we're coaching the 60-day challenge. And it's something daily. And again, as I said, today was picture day, check-in day, and it's fabulous seeing all these results. And it's a great place for you to have your people who are on GLP-1 so they can understand that this is a process, this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. And so, and I'm going to talk to you about how we communicate and things like that. But when people are plugged in and they are kept in the know, they tend to be a lot happier people and a lot happier customers, a lot happier consultants. And so that's what that group is for. And then there is the huge group completely over LifeVantage. It's called Activated Weight Loss. And that was started by Erica Dale and Angie Harper, but you guys can go in there and see even more stuff. There's, I don't think, like 14,000 people in there maybe or more. But I wanted to have a smaller group for us. I wanted to be more intimate because that group is huge and nobody really takes care of anyone. In our A Life Well Lived, you know that people are taken care of. And so I couldn't be more proud to represent this team. You know, we had actually Kristen Cunningham hopped on a call not last month when we did a call, and corporate knows about us. They know about our organization and they're proud of us for the way that we do things, the integrity that we bring, and just the grind that you all put in and the time that you all put in. So I cannot reiterate enough how proud I am of you from the beginning. You know, as we started this in August, before the products ever came here, how well you did with the pre-launch and getting people excited for what was coming before it ever got here, so that when it got here, they already felt like they knew it. They were already activated on the things that we had talked about them needing to do prior to the GLP-1 and so on. And so setting people up for success, isn't that the way that we want? You know, that's what everybody wants in life. And it's just like a classroom. You know, you don't come in knowing everything, but if you can get the information and you can do your homework and continue to be poured into, the knowledge is just going to come, and so will the belief. And that is something I just spoke to Angie Harper's team about. There is no doubt that I have the belief that I mean, there is no denying my belief in this company and these products and anything. I'm looking at all these beautiful slim faces and I just can't. If I'm staring at you and you feel like I am. Y'all look great. Y'all look amazing. But anyway, I am so excited. And what I love, one of the things that I love the most about LifeVantage that's far and above any other company, you guys, is the innovation that comes with these products. It's not just okay, we have another flavor. That's not what LifeVantage does. It's always innovating and next level stuff that other people haven't thought about for years. So when all these people are coming out about, oh, we have peptides and we have this and it's brand new to the industry, it's not brand new to the industry. LifeVantage has been talking about this for 15 years. We just don't have enough loud messengers, and that's our job, our responsibility. So with that, you guys, I don't know if you're signed up for the virtual event that's happening in January, but you need to go online and make sure that you get signed up for that. And I would love to maybe do a gathering here in Colorado Springs. I think that's where I would get the most people. If you guys are far away from here, you can absolutely, you know, get on the remote one because it is virtual. But if there's a place that you can gather with a few people, then more power to you. But I would love to be able to have that gathering. And then again in March, you guys, globals, I think it's March or April, I can't remember, but globals in Salt Lake City. I'm already registered. I already have my room, and I hope that you all do too. It is, you just cannot, it's April. Thank you, Misty. It is one thing that you cannot miss. You cannot replace being in the room and just being there. And so if you're even brand new to this and you're like, I don't know if that's what I would want to, where I'd want to be. Trust me, it's fun. We'll all be there and we can do things together. And that's where that's where it really, you understand exactly what you have your hands on. So those two events, let's make sure that we get registered for those events. And again, if you're not sure how you can get there into Salt Lake, I always say, get registered and figure it out. It'll happen. You'll get it figured out. I don't know if the room blocks are already full, but there's plenty of hotels around there that you can get to. And usually the room block saves you maybe $10 a night anyway. So just get there. And I do have a place that I rented right across from the convention so that we could gather in a pretty big place. So it's right across from the convention center. And so anyway, I have already done that. I'm not staying at the hotel, but I will have a place where we can kind of a big area that we can gather. So I'm excited about that. Now let's cut to the chase about the back order, which I don't know if all of you guys were able to listen to the Advo Nation podcast that I did for corporate last month, toward the end of the month. They got me on the podcast and I talked about how we talk and how we speak about this back order situation. And I really don't call it a back order. Remember, I said it's like a pre-launch again. You know, for a long time, nobody had the products, but we got excited about that. Right now, if in order for people to get the products, okay, they are on back order. and there's going to be a restock that comes in mid-December. Okay, that restock is going to come in mid-December. A lot of that's already spoken for. And here's how that happens. Anybody who placed an order October 24th to the end of October, they are first in line to have their orders fulfilled. Okay, because they got the subscriptions orders through. So anybody's October order that has not gone through, that's first priority. Okay, for this next shipment that comes. The next priority is all November subscription orders, starting with November 5th. That will be the first priority. Then the 10th, next priority. Then the 15th. So if you have somebody who just joined and they did a one-time order, their order won't go in until all of the November subscriptions have gone out, even if they ordered on November 1st. One-time orders do not take precedence over subscription orders. You need to understand that, and those people need to understand that. If they didn't understand that, but they understand it now, have them call corporate, say, I want to cancel that order because it's back order. Okay, it hasn't gone out. Say, I want to cancel that order. They'll probably cancel that. Then they can go in, they can set up a subscription, click process now, and they will be in the queue today. Okay, they will be in the queue before the November 20th subscriptions go out because they are processing their subscription now. If you guys have subscription now and it's set for the 20th or 25th and you want to try to be in that mid-December shipment, I'd go in and I'd click process now right now. That's what I would do, because it's the November subscription orders that are going to be next priority. And then once they get all the November subscription orders in, then they're going to fulfill all the other November orders. By then, you guys, I don't even know if there's any going to be left for December orders. Do you understand what I'm saying? I do believe, and I'm not completely sure about this, but I do believe that when that restock shipment comes in mid-December, it will be sold out before it ever gets here. And then we are looking to the next restock. And I think that we're going to eventually get caught up a little bit sooner than what we thought, but I don't have that information and I can't give you that information even if I had it, because we're a publicly traded company. And so I can't divulge that information, and I hope you can understand that. Now, some of you could be angry about this, you could be upset about this, and you could say, how in the world could they come out with a new product and it's already on back order? Would you rather have everything on back order, or would you rather have 50,000 products sitting on a shelf that don't work? Do you understand why this is a good problem? And let me tell you, they're not going to get this product anywhere else. There are a lot of GLP-1 products out there, but there are not activated GLP-1 products out there. There are no products out there that can compare to ours. So even if they were to go another route, they're not going to get the best of the best. And so what do? We encourage them, get activated now so that you'll have an amplified experience. Get on NRF2 minimum. Healthy Glow Stack, better. NRF2 and collagen. It will amplify that effect. Now, those of us who are on the GLP-1 and those who started and are using some of the other activators are seeing, everybody's seeing an amplified result. Some don't think they're seeing it until they show their pictures, until you look at your face, until you realize what's going on in your mind. It's not just your body. And that's why I love that they call it mind body, because of what it is doing for your overall wellness. And y'all don't even have a clue. The people around you notice it more than you do. The people who love you notice it more than you do. The people whose lives have become happier because you're happier know it before you do. And so trust me, you guys, it is working. And as Dr. Dondi said, it's working. You just have to be patient with the process, and you've got to commit to being committed. You got to commit to being committed to taking the products correctly every single day, whether you think they're working or not, because they are. Science proves that they're working. Okay. And that's what you have to convey to people. Now, if you've got somebody who's in the, they're on GLP-1 now and they've run out. Okay. The way that you deal with that is going to be the way they receive that message. Okay. The way they're going to look at this is either a glass half full, a glass half empty, or a glass overflowing. Okay. So what I would say is this would be a great opportunity for us to learn a little bit, if you don't have product, to learn about in the next 4 weeks or however long it's going to take. What is it like to take it for 4 weeks and then not have it for 4 weeks? Really journal your experience so that we know what happens when you don't use it for 4 weeks. Do we go back to square one or do we sustain? Really important that we tell people this is a great opportunity for us to be part of a study that's not even an official study, because this product is so new. They've never done this before. They don't know. When people say, well, what happens when I go off of it for 4 weeks? Well, we don't know because we haven't had to do that yet. But now there might be some people doing that. Okay. So as a business person, what you might have done when you saw that there might be a sold out situation is you might have ordered a couple extra just to have on hand for some of your customers. That would be great if you did that. I'm a business person. I might have done that. And so then I can bring people on board now and I can still talk about it. I can say you can get activated now, or people who say, man, I missed the boat. I wish I could have ordered. Well, I might happen to have one. Okay. If I happen to have an extra GLP-1 system at my house, I'm not going to just sell that to somebody who wants to become a new customer. Okay. I'm not going to do that for a couple reasons. Number one, I want to make sure that they're committed. Okay. So if they want to enroll as a customer, become a customer, and they commit to maybe the premium stack, which is the GLP-1, the collagen, and the NRF2, guess what they're going to get? They're going to get NRF2 and they are going to get collagen. So that starts their activation journey. They're not going to get the GLP-1, but that's because that's on back order, but they will be able to start on collagen NRF2. That is a win. That's a huge win. And they need to understand that. When the GLP-1 comes available, that will be shipped to them for free. They won't have to pay shipping on that. It will come. If they're in the queue, it will come to them and then they can start that. But now they're already activated on NRF2 and collagen. Now for me, if I happen to have an extra one, I could say, you know what, I could sell you one that I have as long as you place your order for one, because then I know they're committed. But I'm not just going to say, well, I have an extra one. Would you like to buy it? Because they don't have to become a customer. Do you understand why I want that commitment? And that's like gold. So you have to think like a business person. If you don't have an extra one, that's fine. But if you happen to, I want you to be very selective on how that works. Okay. Because you need to know that those people are going to commit. And again, we want to talk to them about commitment. Give this 12 weeks at least. And that's what Dr. Dondi even said. And I am going to be, guys, next week, I'm going to be interviewing Dr. Nancy Bryan next Tuesday night. So how valuable is that going to be for you all? She is a registered dietitian for diabetic counseling and all the things. So how valuable is that going to be for you guys to have in your toolbox to bring people? We're not going to be just talking about GLP-1. We're going to be talking about the complete picture of activation. So this is your organization putting this together, and all of LifeVantage is going to be watching that, but that's your organization. Okay, so you guys are going to have the first in, and you're going to be able to invite people. And yes, we will have a little bit of a Q&A after that. I do realize next week is Thanksgiving week. I do know it's going to be crazy. We will record it. But guys, when you plug into those things and you're on the actual calls and you get to hear the Q&A after the call is over, that's gold. So try to make that if you can, because that's where you really learn a lot and you can have your questions answered right there. So that's what I'm trying to bring for you guys. I will tell you, I know that, you know, I'm so proud of you guys. I see the volume, the coming in of the all of the gym bonuses that are already being reached at mid-November. That just means that you're consistent in your message, and those subscription orders are going out even though they're not being all completely fulfilled. So you have to understand that volume is still coming in, and that's consistency over time. If we service those customers, you service a customer. I have customers that are still with me from the day one because I've always serviced them from the day I brought them here. Okay, some of you are those people and you've decided to become consultants because you love this product so much. That's what you need to focus on. And if you help those people who come on board, then they're going to help the people that they bring on board when they decide to become consultants. So that's what's really important. Okay. Most of the people that come here with me are the same reason. I didn't come here to make money. I came here to feel great to share these products with people I know. And you know what? It just, those two things go hand in hand. And so I want you to continue to share the message. But again, as I just trained on Angie Harper's call, I said, if you don't have time, if you put a post out there on social media and you're trying to gain interest, but you don't have time to answer people right away, you're shooting yourself in the foot. That is why during November, I haven't posted a whole lot, because I don't have time to answer people and I don't want to leave them in a lurch. Okay. And so, you know, I've worked really hard for 3 months, and then I went to Mexico, got a new grandbaby. And so this is what I'm spending my time on now. And I can make those choices, and my business still works for me, even if I've had to take a little bit of a break. We've got everything set up. The groups are set up. The people that I've planted in there now, okay, Sandy, I'm ready now. They've been in there for 6 weeks and now they're ready. Okay. So I've talked a lot. I want you guys to, if you have any questions, please open up. I'm going to look at the chat real quick. We've got people from Oklahoma, Texas, Arizona, South Carolina, Charleston. Ashley, welcome. I'm so excited, and I'm so excited for your results, and just really happy that you've joined us. Now you know our passion, right? You want to say anything, Ashley? You want to just unmute real quick and give us a little. Ashley's from South Carolina. She's
Yeah, I met Morgan and Sandy through Ben with the hockey team. But yeah, I've been on the GLP-1. It'll be a month here on the 24th for me. Not seeing a lot of weight loss for it, but like she was saying, the mind part of it, I don't have the brain fog or anything. I've talked my friend into getting off the shot and onto this. She did her pre-order, or she put in her subscription. So I'm excited to get involved more on this once my work calms down here. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, we're so happy to have you, Ashley. Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
I hope that you can feel the warmth and the love, and really some quality people here, just really wonderful people. So we're here for you. Misty, I wanted to reach out to you real quick. You know, Misty posted her pictures today. So many of you did. I mean, like, I'm blown away. Lisa Martin, your pictures it made me hit the floor. But Misty went through a real tough time, you know, losing her mom and everything. And Misty, if you wouldn't mind unmuting real quick, I'm not going to put you on the spot or anything here too much, but I think that you had talked about not losing very much weight, but if I look at your pictures, have you actually maybe gained weight since you started?
I gained like a pound.
Did y'all see her pictures in the group today? It's crazy to me that and just the change. And how do you feel?
I feel really good. Like the one thing I've noticed is I feel really good all day, but come 8:30, 9 o'clock, man, I gotta go to bed. There's this it's time to go to bed, and then I sleep so good, but then I'm good all day. Like, it's weird. It's different. I've always slept good, but this is a different sleep.
Yeah, next level sleep, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I got to go to sleep last night, I really slept well.
But I think the biggest thing is that if I like to take my powder at around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, because then I really don't want to snack at night.
Yeah.
And that was always part of like my hardest thing. So
I think people work really hard all day and they get home and they're just like, it's time to treat myself. I'm just going to load myself up with junk. Like, I think I'm never going to be able to eat again. I think that's just human nature. And I think a lot of people are getting out of that. With that being said, Lisa Martin, if you would unmute a little bit, because I know that your husband, Randy, feels that way. Like, he was the big snacker. And again, you guys, this is really good to hear this, because what you need to know is that you're adjusting. You need to make sure that people who are on these products are staying in communication with you so that you can coach them through. We don't know if people need help if they don't let us know, but knowing, that you can adjust those scoops. You can take 4 at a time, or 4 different times, or 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. For me, it's 4 in the morning and I'm good. The other ways didn't work for me. I listened to my body. I tried it. That's how it works for me. Lisa, would you unmute real quick and tell us a little bit about what you're experiencing? Let me see if I can unmute her.
Okay. Now you can hear me, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really great. I do mine in the morning, and that just helps me not to eat so much at lunchtime and throughout the day. I never have been a big snacker, so I really didn't have that issue. But my husband's a big snacker, and he takes his when he gets home from work, and it's cursed it completely. So, and he looks forward to getting home to make that smoothie.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's really great. He mixes it with yogurt, doesn't he? Or what does he do?
Yeah, we do that Fairlife milk,
Yeah.
2 tablespoons of yogurt, fresh berries, and ice in the scoop, and it is delicious.
That's amazing. That's
We've
amazing.
done
It's a
blueberries,
great.
raspberries. He's even done apples.
So that's
So
good. And it's all healthy choices, and compared to what he was. And you said that he's really down in his thighs and his hips.
yes, yeah, the belly.
Yeah. Well, it was just amazing. Now Lisa, has been a customer for a long time, and now she's starting to have the confidence to talk to people about it. And so it'll come, and you'll get people
Yeah,
because of that passion. So
I'm anxious to people to see the difference, and then I can talk it
oh,
up even more.
if they don't see the difference in you, they are blind for sure. It's great. And I know, Jessica, you're having breakthrough now, and you're getting breakthrough, and you had a big day in the ER for hope everything's okay. I'm over that, I'm back in Colorado Springs with Lindsay, but I do want to swing by your house at some point. I've got something for you. So anyway, anybody have anything that questions or things that you need from me, help you need from me? How do you feel like, comment in the chat how you feel like the group is going? Do you think that that's valuable? Are the people that you bringing on board having a good experience there? And what can I do for you guys to help you more? hub.lifevantage.com. hub.lifevantage.com. Amazing for all your answers. Jessica.
I have a question because I really want people seem intimidated when I tell them about activation because they're like, what is this? How do I know I'm doing better? I had one customer actually ordered on her own, didn't get any advice from me. And because I didn't know what she wanted to do, but she just ordered the Kickstart and then returned it within 30 days. I don't think
What?
she really gave it a full
Okay.
trial of anything. I think the Axio actually would have helped her a tremendous amount. But how do I communicate? Like, I believe it, I know that it's working, and I direct them to the video for the ABC special. But any tips on that?
Yeah, put them in when they join, welcome them in a group message with me.
Okay.
And then you will see how I talk to them. Not that I'm perfect or anything, but you'll see how organic that is.
Okay.
And you just say, hey, I just wanted to introduce you to Sandy. We're both here to help you. Please do that. And then they'll feel that support. Again, she just maybe didn't have that connection and a lot of people are in the I'll try this mode instead of I'm a commit to this. And that's exactly what her situation. Do you know her personally?
I do. She's my sister's mother-in-law, and she saw my mom's results being on the collagen and their NRF2 and stuff. And my mom looks amazing. She's 68
she
years
does.
old, and her skin is
Yeah.
like her aging spots are disappearing.
Right.
And I'm like, and she can move. My mom couldn't hardly move. I mean, she's got a bionic knee and just arthritis really bad. The woman like stood in my house for almost 35 minutes without sitting down, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's doing amazing. I get into tears every time I talk to her because I'm just like, look at you. You look so young. But this woman, I think, was jealous and wanted what my mom had, but wasn't patient enough to really ask me and talk to me. That's just something my sister had told me. So she's like, she just saw mom, and she's
is she in the groups?
She is in the groups, and I've tagged her a few times on different things.
Okay, well, we'll just keep dripping. And another thing, guys, when you add people to Biohackers Life of the Party or something, reach out to me and say, hey, I've got a friend who's really struggling with autoimmune disease. And then Sandy can just magically post a post about autoimmune disease. They don't know that, but they're being dripped on right away. And I do that just so that they can understand they're there for a reason. Wow, isn't it crazy that I just joined and this is my issue? And that woman just posted about that. Sometimes I do it without even knowing. Tomorrow night, you guys, there's a really great My Story Matters with Jarrett Dove. I've already interviewed him. He's the guy with the eczema really bad. That's going to be a great one. And I put that information in the group. So invite people to that. That's a massive story. Anybody that you know that has skin issues, put that in your stories, put the pictures of his skin and everything and just say, hey, if you want to, you know, people see that and then they see the recovery of that and they're like, how did that happen? You can hear about this tonight. You'll hear about this guy's story. Invite people and then remind them. But yeah, Jessica, let me help you with that, especially because it's a family member. I can help you with that. You know what? If you search Jarrett Dove, Misty, in Biohacker's Life of the Party, I did an interview with, and there's a lot of pictures in there of him. Yeah, it'll be great. And you guys will have the recording on that. So lots and lots of ways for you guys to bring people in if you're just stay plugged in. And I know it's hard. I know there's a lot going on, but you know, the more that you stay plugged in and the more consistent you are, the better. Angie Harper just talked about that. She is super consistent. If you don't follow her on Facebook, I highly recommend you do. She's amazing. But she is consistent about how she posts. So nobody's ever saying, I wonder if Angie's still doing LifeVantage. There's never that question. She's even way more consistent than I am in posting. Okay. But you don't want to be somebody who's consistently posting a picture of products and ingredients. Connect it to a story, bring it to resonate it. She lives near you. Yeah. Yeah. She's amazing. I love her so much. So sometimes you just get connected. Does anybody else have any other questions? I'm going to try to come again, do another call on Monday. If I don't be mad at me. There's just a lot going on and I know it's Thanksgiving week, but for sure we will have Tuesday night's call with Nancy Bryan. In the meantime, you guys reach out, and if you have any questions about this, most of your questions can be answered at hub.lifevantage.com. Please use that first to try to do your research and then reach out to me, because right now I'm really trying to make the most of my time here with my family. Okay. But I'm here to help you. But if it's something that I've already done and I've already said, if you guys could do some searches, maybe maybe you could find your answer before you need me. Okay. Truly appreciate you all very much. Thank you guys for joining. I know a bunch of you want to watch Monday Night Football and you've got things that are going on. And so maybe not, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go look at a baby.
Good.
All right, you guys, thank you so much. Again, get registered for those events, hub.lifevantage.com. And if you have any other questions and you're still not sure about the back order situation and stuff, go to hub.lifevantage.com and look in there. And if you still have questions, maybe search the group a little bit for back order. And then if you still have questions, reach out to me, okay? All right. Love you guys. Have a great evening. Good
Love
night.
you too. Bye.